Really? You're doing Green Hill Zone? What about Mr. Edgy McFinnet that everybody's talking about? I'll get to that later. Hey guys, it's the Lyoko Gem, and I think that it's time to take a look at Green Hill Zone, because there's something in there that I've actually seen nobody talk about, shockingly enough, and well, I just got to talk about it. You see, right at the beginning of the gameplay for Custom Green Hill Zone, which I personally like to call Hilltop Factory Zone, we get the custom character on the scene and running towards the War Factory, along one of the Green Hill ridges, before we get a shot of the multi-legged battle mech climbing atop the factory in the background. However, you know what's also in the background? This thing that just looks to be burning in the background that nobody's really talked about. But I think it might be important. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it looks to me as if maybe the custom character is coming from whatever this thing might be. So if it's true that the custom character is coming from that, then it's possible that this could be the level following whatever that pyramid might be. Or perhaps the pyramid could be where Modern Sonic's eventual version of Green Hill Zone might be ending, as judged by this concept art, which shows Modern Sonic diving into Green Hill Zone. A lot of similar pyramids are in the background. The way I see it, it's possible that Modern Sonic might have his version end there and move on to his next level being inside the pyramid. If there were a level to take place inside of a pyramid built by Eggman, then would that mean that there's a possibility of Pyramid Cave being in Sonic Forces? If that's the case, that's bound to get a lot of adventure fans excited. So Pyramid Cave could be a possibility, with that being said. Also, before moving on, I should note that I don't think Classic Sonic is involved with this particular portion of Green Hill Zone, which is odd since we've only seen Green Hill from him. The reason I say that is because, from what we know about Sonic Forces so far, it appears Classic Sonic gets transported to Sonic's dimension by Dr. Eggman, on accident, and runs through Green Hill Zone, and then ends up fighting the Egg Dragoon, which is likely Classic Sonic's first boss. From the looks of things, it also seems that the factory that we see in this level is in the classic version, as far as we can tell. So, unless there are more Green Hill Zone levels for Classic Sonic, then that'll change it. The reason I bring up more Green Hill levels is that many have theorized that the zones might be broken up into mission-based acts like Sonic Colors, which is entirely possible, given how short some of the levels we've seen are so far. With that aside, let's move on to what else we have in mind. Another theory I have about this thing is that the pyramids are the things that are causing the desertification of Green Hill Zone. This would make sense, as if you look closely at the beginning of Classic Sonic's Green Hill Zone, you can see a few of those. However, they look considerably different than the one here, so that may or may not be the case. Of course, that could be because of the distance, as they're not nearly as close as they're displayed here, but the question arises that, why is this one so far away from the others, and all alone, rather than in a group like the few others that we've seen? Heck, even in Modern Sonic's concept art, they're grouped together, so it's interesting to say the least why this particular one is all alone. It's odd, but we're getting slightly off topic. The reason why these could contribute towards the desertification of Green Hill Zone is because they weren't present in the earlier versions of the level, such as Sonic 1, Adventure, Generations, so on and so forth. And, well, these pyramids appear to have just been built for reasons unknown, as evident by the support beams. However, it's also possible that they were simply underneath the water, but they go a little too high for me to think this. Then there's another one that this could actually be the chemical plant that the Resistance was referring to. Now, that sounds a little weird, but think about it this way. The custom character is being told that they're meant to distract the Crabbot from getting to the chemical plant. And while a lot of people, myself included, think that the chemical plant is the factory that we see the custom character running through at the beginning of the level, It doesn't make sense that they'd be telling the custom character that they can't let the robot get to the chemical plant when it's very clearly already there. But if they say leave the chemical plant to us, that probably means that Silver and probably more members of the Resistance, more than likely the ones speaking to you, are already at the chemical plant. They don't want it to get to this chemical plant and want you to distract it from getting there. However, look what's close by, and something that the robot could get to right at the beginning of the level that the Resistance has clearly already done a number on, as evidenced by the smoke rising from it. In fact, if the level is having you run from the thing, telling you to get it as far away from the chemical plant as you can, then that makes even further sense. So it's possible that this is in fact the chemical plant referred to. My final theory about this is something a little more outlandish, but were my first thoughts when I saw this at the beginning of the level. As previously stated, this pyramid seems to be a little different than the others. Whether or not that's true, we don't know, but to me, it does look a little different. And it's that difference that makes me wonder, what could make this be? Well, the way the thing is indented reminds me of something specific from another source of media that Sonic has referenced before, and some of you might already see where I'm going with this. But that looks a little bit like the Death Star from Star Wars to me, and the thing is, we already have a carbon copy of that in the Sonic series called the Death Egg. So, with the Star Wars influence in mind, what if that's an entirely new Death Egg that Eggman was already finished building before the Resistance decided to take care of it? Now, I know what you're thinking. For one, that's kind of dumb because the Death Egg should be spherical and be depicting Eggman's face in order for that to work, and you're exactly right on that front. However, I can make counter-arguments to this. For one, while it isn't quite Eggman's style, most of the machines in this game aren't really in the style of Eggman machines we've seen in the past. For example, these Eggpon-like machines and these new buzzer bombers that we've seen all over the place, they're vastly different from what we're used to in this franchise. So would it be far-fetched to think the same about if he wanted to construct a new Death Egg that wouldn't be in his likeness because of this? However, as for the shape, alright, you got me there. But either way, it's possible that this could be a new Death Egg for the reasons that I've listed, which would make a ton of sense in a game like this. But that's all I've got on what these could possibly be. To restate all the possibilities, it's possible that the pyramid could be 1. A level, at least Modern Sonic and the Custom Character Visit, which could or could not possibly be Pyramid Cave. 2. The cause of the desertification in Green Hill Zone, and thus a target of the Resistance. 3. The chemical plant that is referred to by Knuckles and Silver in the in-level dialogue, also making it a target of the Resistance, and therefore making sense for the custom character to get the robot as far away from it as possible. 4. A brand new Death Egg for Eggman to use, and therefore making it a target of the Resistance as well. But those are the things that I thought of when I looked at this. What do you all think? Did I bring this particular detail to your attention, or did you notice it before? What do you think this thing could be? Let me know in the comments below, and thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, then be sure to like and subscribe, and check out my social media accounts at Tumblr, Twitter, and my Discord server if you want more Lyoko Gem, linked below. But that's all for now. With all of that being said, this has been Lyoko Gem, a warpin' out.